can't make it go up.
Yeah,
Would it like rise?
Click it down a little bit. Move this so that it's not in the way. Yeah, there you go. Not like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it small? What though, if it's running off that one, then the camera is not on here, I think.
Don't go there.
Yo, yo, yo.
There's that handsome man. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Explosive Growth with Morad and Fiki.
I think so. The sound on was here, but
And today's topic is why use social media to explode your business. I think it's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube definitely, and all this other. Oh yeah, also Facebook.
there you go.
Hello, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the like.
Let me see.
Just testing audio, yeah.
And then you'll let one minute and you that shut them off. And then you do the intro slide. Like, really. Okay, that's great. That's what?
Do I just look at the Zoom here sometimes?
Can parents know?
No, it's fine. She's running Zoom, huh?
Everyone here online?
You want to kill the... Yeah. I can put 0. You turn off the sound.
Can everyone hear us online?
There you go.
Okay, we're gonna go with what they can.
That's pretty good.
Those are plantain chips. Yeah.
Did you like your sandwich?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Because these speakers up here, they pick up everything that you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, so all the computer, the audio up here is all connected.
You need me here to hear.
There's no feedback.
Thank you.
Great, thank you so much.
today with explosive growth. Today we're going to talk about why you should use social media to blow up your business. So we're so excited to have you here and join us. My name is Patricia Fiki. I'm head of operations for Fiki Properties, and I'll be kicking us off today. Before we get started, I want to bring Medea Holly up. She is our amazing partner on the title side. I want to thank her greatly for the lunch you provided today and have her say a few words.
Enjoying that lunch, and hopefully everybody has something. So my name is Medea Holly, and I have spoken to some of y'all before class started regarding what we do. So we're a family-owned title company in Spring Branch, so not too far from here. We do residential, we do commercial, and we're not your typical 9 to 5. We're gonna figure it out. If you need office, if you need us to be there late, if you need us to be there early, if you need us to be there on the weekends, we'll make it happen. So another thing is that we're all bilingual, aside from 2 people in our office. Everyone speaks Spanish, so if that's a thing for you, we can help there. We're pretty friendly when it comes to what our fees are. We're very competitive, and we also do a lot of mobile closings, which are free to our sellers. So if you need us to drive to their home, if you need to go for doctors, we go to hospitals a lot. We need to go to a classroom for teachers because they only have a 30-minute break. We will go to them free of charge. So if any of that got your attention, my business card is out there and I'll pass them up around, and then you can feel free to call me or text me.
Yeah, when you think about growing your business and exploding your business, I think having the right business partners on your board is your board of CEOs
Right,
that are
yeah.
huge, right? So when we have, and we do a lot of different closings, and sometimes we can't pick who the title company is, and so we work with a lot of different title companies, and we have someone who is just going through the transactions versus a team who's proactive and they're solving problems and they're getting help in situations. I mean, that helps you on time, that keeps deals together, that keeps things moving. Extremely important, and it's less off of you or your team itself, and especially if you don't have a team, I mean, you don't need to worry about that. You need to worry about getting the next deal,
Yeah.
and knowing when you send your business to a title company, they're going to handle everything, and they're going to take it to the finish line, and they'll let you know if there's a problem, but they've already come up with solutions to solve that. I think that's really important when you think about, okay, well, who am I going to use as a title company? And their fees are competitive, and on the sell side, I mean, it's a huge advantage when we let our sellers know we can come to you to do closing wherever you are. I'm like, oh, really?
Especially with out of state. I know y'all have had a ton of out of state.
Yeah, we have a lot of out of state too.
And like I said, we will go ahead and take on that fee of the notary. We also, because we do have a relationship, and everyone should have a good relationship with their title company. At the end of the day, it's a marriage. You know, they can email me, they can text me, call me late at night. They're like, hey, this just happened. You know, and for a closing I need tomorrow. You need to be able to have that relationship with your title company where obviously not 2 a.m., right? But if you do have an issue that arises, you can easily talk to them. Not just wait for an email like, hey, well, there's an emergency, I'm having to wait out to hear a response. You can easily reach out to your marketing or to your escrow officer and say, hey, I need help.
Yeah.
So we do have that relationship where, you know, we've done that. And we're there was hiding as well. You know, we've been business partners for almost years now.
Oh, wow.
So if you go way back, you can explain that to me too. You know, I will go above and beyond to be there for you and for your clients as well, because if your client's happy, that's another referral for you, which means more business for us. So if you do need anything, I will be back there, and I'll give you all my information after the class. Thank you guys.
Oh, we're so excited to get in today of why you use social media to explode your business. All right, let me do this slide. All right, so who is Morad Fiki anyways? Who's never heard of Morad Fiki? Okay, yeah, I didn't tell you about dating him. I'm his wife as well. So I think I was one of his hardest sales for sure. Yeah, and beautiful family together. We have 3 boys. We just had a baby girl. She's 8 years old. So I love this slide. Who is Morad Fiki? Because what you don't see on there is the family man that he is, the things he has. And I think that also resonates with his clients. Clients, they feel your energy and they feel your authentic for them. It helps build those relationships. I mean, after we have clients say you're part of the Fiki family, because then they become part of our family. Baby showers, they come to all our events. I mean, it's really great. Along along with the accolades and, you know, all the social media, when people can know you as a person and who you are and your opportunity, I think that's really important when you think about growing your business and exploding your business, because that's the core of everything. That's your foundation. So Morad Fiki, he's been doing great in business, and he's been named one of the top luxury real estate. We handle all different types of sales, but we also like to specialize on the luxury side, showcasing these beautiful homes and making sure that the world gets to see them. And that's really important too when we think about social media, is being able to have a broad reach. So we have these listings, whether it be, you know, a condominium here around the corner, or they're huge luxury listing, you know, having scale to show everyone across the globe is huge. And, you know, he specializes in that luxury space. He's been featured as the top 1.4% agents in the entire U.S. Nearly 100 million sold with about 255 transactions. Number one realtor on social media here in Houston, Texas, and top agents across Texas and here. So when you think about your time to go someone, learn from someone, you know, everybody's time is very valuable, and everyone has presentation, different programs are offering about what am I going to go see, what have they done. Anybody can give you an overview around, here's what it takes to grow your business, here's what it takes to explode your business. Do they have a business, right? We have a business, we have that going, and we work really hard to get to where we are today. We just love sharing that information to everyone else and being able to help others also grow their business and learn. So today we go to these slides, very interactive. Stop, ask a question, something doesn't make sense, or you want to have a discussion, or just know a little bit more information. Have that. We want you to leave with huge value today. So I'm going to ask before everyone leaves, like, what did you learn? What did you take away? Because that's our ultimate goal here, is to make sure everybody leaves with value. So with that, we welcome Morad Fiki. Come on up.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody. This is great. I love this. I love, you know, teaching what I've learned over the years, and also what makes me different from everybody else. So let's get a quick temperature in the room. I want to ask some questions. How often are you on video? Are you doing video? So anybody on to? Are you doing video? How often? Anybody? Once a week?
Yeah, why not be more often, but
Great start. Great start.
I am.
Yeah. I've seen
I'm like, I see you on video.
it's great. And if we're not doing video, why not? That's actually the number one response. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. I'll do it when I'm better. Except you're not doing it, so how are you going to get better? Right? Or I also hear, you know, once it's, you know, perfect, once it's great, then I'll do it. And the thing is, it'll never be perfect, right? No one, you know, like, I'm doing a video and I'll stutter or say over my words. I still post it. Like, you know, that's reality. And what I've found is I've had videos that are like highly cinematography, and like I paid a ton of money to make this super professional video, and the ones that get more response and more exposure are like the ones I just shot with my phone, like, because I was in the moment, I was thinking about something, it was authentic. So just want to point that out. All right, go over some stats, and if anybody comments on online, like,
Yep.
feel free to stop me. We can go over. All right. Is this show?
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. So some stats. There are 244.4 million digital video viewers in the U.S.
Keep going.
Good. Sound? No, I think she was saying that it was recording. Ask online if they can hear.
They can.
She was saying it was recording over here. So
Okay.
otherwise we get double feedback. All right, let's keep going. Online video consumption has been on the rise. Average viewer spending 100 minutes a day watching videos. That's 2 hours a day watching videos. According to the latest online video consumption, 92% of global internet users worldwide watch videos. 72% of consumers want to see more video content from a brand or business they support. And 88% of video marketers are satisfied with the ROI of their video marketing. So basically what this is saying right here is if you're not on video, you're out of sight, out of mind. You know, and we'll go over some more statistics, but I'm going to prove to you why being on video is the #1 advertising, whereas years ago it was like still photos. No sound?
They can hear you through there.
Yeah. All right. They didn't hear any of this.
No.
All right.
Okay, it's up.
All right, great. Keep going. No, it's not working. All right, let's use video as a marketing tool. And here's the trend. So in 2016, 61% of businesses using video, 63%, 81%, 87%, 85%, 86%. And this trend is continuing. So the majority of content that's being consumed online has a video component. And you see even big brands, you know, McDonald's, Nike, everyone is shooting video and putting it on social media. So the point that I'm making is, I know it's very easy to just post a photo and put in, you know, type in what you want to say, because you're not going to be critical of yourself. You're like, well, I can just, you know, I don't have to do video. But the social media platforms are starting to suppress that content, meaning, you know, a still photo, if you notice, you post a photo now, it's not getting much views, likes, comments, shares, as opposed to video. So like Facebook, Twitter, you know, YouTube and TikTok are strictly video content platforms. But the other ones, they're seeing video and they're giving it more views in contrast to the still photos. Why does video matter? 72% of consumers said they would rather learn about a product or service by way of video. 84% of people saying they've been convinced to buy a product or video watching the brand's video. Viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video versus 10% when they read it. Meaning we remember 95% of something we see or something illustrated on a piece of video versus reading about it. Video marketing, 66% more qualified leads per year. And then including a video on your landing page can boost your conversion by 80%. This means that if you send a video email to your database, I hope everybody's emailing your database at least once a week. Yes? No? I'll work on this. You're going to hit the list. The most important thing to do to your business is have a list of people who know you. And then we get nervous about consistently communicating that list to somebody unsubscribe. Oh my God, they unsubscribe. You know, I have 15,000 people on my list. Every week people unsubscribe. And that's fine.
I didn't really see that.
Yes, you
But that's fine, you know, but they unsubscribe. I should have emailed them. I emailed them too much. If I'm not getting people unsubscribing, then I'm not communicating with my list enough. So, sending e-blast or communicating with my list with written email or long blog that no one's going to read. You know, I take that back, not no one, but 1% or less will read the long blog, as opposed to putting a piece of video in the email where people can watch something. And I've said this before, you know, we're getting all these market statistics right now. You know, the Fed just raised the interest rate by 0.75 points yesterday. They've raised the rate 4 times this year. It's very easy to take an article with, you know, copy, paste, and then of course you're gonna cite that and just sit out, right? But what if you are the reporter and you give the message to your database, to your people? You explain this article. Quick. You're not gonna read it word for word and be boring. Quick, hey, you know what? This just came out. Raise the rate happening. Here's what's going on in the market. Let me know if you need any. That's what people want. And the chances of them seeing a message are 80% greater than if you just wrote out the text and sent it out. What's going on? So, this happened yesterday. Just want to show you. I had somebody write me from a tweet that I did. Actually, I do a lot on Twitter, and then not just Twitter, but somebody wrote me, said they weren't happy with the realtor. They found me on Twitter. Can I list their $1.165 million house in Clear Lake?
From Florida.
Yeah, he's from Florida. That's the power of social media. So I didn't know the guy, never knew him. He texted me, said, hey, I need to talk to you. You know, I see your content on Twitter, I see all of this. I was like, glad I've been tweeting. Glad I watched those Twitter ads. Go ahead. I love that because you know what? I can pay these social media platforms to bring me people. This happens while I sleep. Warren Buffett said, if you're not making money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And I do a lot of tweets, I do a lot of Facebook, I do YouTube, I do LinkedIn. I want to flood the market with my content. And I want to pay them to put it in front of more people. Because advertising on social media platforms, these are social media advertising platforms. You know, you can go right now to the Houston Chronicle or you can go to any print media, you can say, hey, look, you know, you write an article about me, I'm great, right? And they're gonna say, sure, how much do you advertise with us? They're advertising platforms, so yeah, they're happy to help you out, but you help me out, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. How are these social media platforms any different? They want you to advertise with them. If you don't advertise with them, they suppress your content. They're not going to put it out. So you got to pay them for it, right? So what I love about social media, I can pay them to bring me people who I want to see my content, who are already interested in what I have to say for a fraction of what it would cost to advertise it, say, Houston Luxury Magazine, Paper City, all these that are outdated, and the thing to advertise. And not tell me who saw my ad. We print 150,000 copies. We expect each copy is 4 times, so we have a reach of 600,000 people. That's just an estimate. But if I say, okay, I want to know exactly, give me a list of who saw it so I can contact them. They don't know. They can't. They're like, well, you know, we estimate. So I paid $6,000 for this ad, and you can't tell me who saw the content. Facebook can. I can say, I want to put this new video in front of everyone who watched at least 3 seconds of my video. And I want you to show this to all of them. And we launched the ad within 24 hours each, right?
And when they hit that, or they hit 80 on social media, you're going to have retargeting. Right? So when you think about exploding your business, and how do we explosive growth? So that one to me is explosive. So he does cold calls every morning. He's calling expired listings. So he'll be on the phone, he's calling. 1-to-1. Hey, mister, can I sell your house? Hey, miss, can I sell your house? 1-to-1. He still does 1-to-1. I mean, that works. Like, that's great. It's a great method to do. You don't want to put that to the side. But a way to explode it is do that coupled with social media posts, doing online advertising. Then you're advertising your people you're in front of all night long, all day long, whenever they're on. You stop working, they're still there. They're still there working, and they click the link. Now you're camera, thinking, man, I see Morad Fiki everywhere, right? And then they start to become familiar. They think they know you. You gotta call someone who lives on the street, sees all the online advertising, and I heard him on the phone asking how he's doing. Oh, it's so nice to have a little girl with the 3 boys you have. Say, hey, who are you talking to afterwards? Oh, that's so and so. He sees me on social media. Oh, okay, like he's not even met us, and he feels like he knows we have 3 boys and a little girl. It's kind of creepy, but if that's gonna get us some business, then they feel connected. So this, I think, we're gonna practice video and talk through what video is, because it's one thing to get on video, but then it's another thing to get on and be very intentional about how do you want to grow your business and use this platform and this mechanism that has created millionaires and billionaires so quickly in the last decade versus the decades before using an online platform. So when we think about all those stats to actual results and what it can do for you, I think it's beyond just getting on camera. It's getting on camera to intentionally grow your business and your brand awareness and talk to many people at one time versus one-to-one every day. When you stop, then that stops. This just keeps going.
Yeah, absolutely right. And it's like you said, it's happening, while I'm sleeping. Someone's waking up in the morning, or they're late at the bar, hanging out, looking at their phone, and they see my ad or they see my video, and I'm building relationships with people. The great thing about social media is condensing the time frame. How long does it take for you to get to feel like you actually know someone? Right? Take years. Not on social media. I met people that I met for the first time. They feel like they know me. They know everything about me. They know my family, kids, everything. It's kind of creepy, but you know what? It's great. It's great. If you use this link, HoustonLuxuryRealEstate.com. I got you.
Everyone online, hit that link. Hit the link.
I'm gonna follow you all over the internet. I love that.
Okay.
So what is stopping? Let's hear it. Let's hear excuses. Why are we not doing
We heard
it?
one earlier, which is mine too. Like, how do I look on camera?
I don't like
It looks silly. I didn't put makeup on today. Do I really want to get on camera?
I don't like how I look. It takes a lot. That's a good one. All these excuses.
Online, we want to hear from you too. Just type in the comments, and then I'll let them know.
A lot of time. What else?
How I sound.
Oh, that's great. What else?
I know
Never
that
done
Huh?
it. Never done
I've never done it. Okay. Never done it.
I'm gonna pop that cherry today.
What else? You saying something?
like there is so much on content, but we don't know at the end when we are trying to do something is okay, so what I'm gonna talk today.
That's a good one. That's a good one. What am I even gonna talk about? I've had that problem. What am I gonna talk about? I'm gonna tell you how I got over that. What am I gonna talk about? Anything else? Anyone online?
What if people don't even like it in the end? What if they don't even
like
care?
What if they don't like it?
I don't wanna bother them.
No, that's good. You're gonna have a hard time in sales. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You're not bothering them. You are adding value. What if I'm bothering them? That's good. Those are limiting beliefs. What if I'm
We all have.
Alright, I'm gonna put like I don't like how I look and I don't like how I sound together. Because I'll say, you know what, we're the worst critic of ourselves. You are your own worst critic. That's all I'm like, what it is. gonna be haters. You know what? But if you don't have haters, you ain't doing nothing. Like for real, right? There's gonna be haters. You know, there's gonna be somebody who has a problem with anything. Anything you say or do, you know, they don't like it. They have to point that out. But what does that say about that? Is it your problem or their problem? Right? They're not happy with themselves. Because if I gotta take the time to hate on someone online, what do I say about me? Like, I got nothing going on. Like, I have time to go hate on someone and put out that negative energy. Like, I must be doing nothing productive, you know? I don't have time to even think about that. So I would say, like, haters don't like how I look or don't like how I sound. Like, dude, unsubscribe. Like, unhire. You know, because there are others who do want to hear from you, love to hear from you. Love to hear what is going on in the market. Like, we've had 4 interest rate hikes during the last year. That's crazy. Do they even know what they're doing in Washington? You know what? They're going to love to hear what are your thoughts on that. You are the real estate expert. So, what is your analysis on that? What is your opinion on that? You know what? And being scared, like, oh, well, I don't know if my opinion is perfect. Your expert opinion is yours. Have you ever seen a doctor that's giving you an opinion and you disagree with that? You know, just because they went to medical school doesn't mean they're right. And then you go see another doctor, they have a completely different opinion than this one. Right? That's his expert opinion, that's their expert opinion. So you can have your own expert opinion. What is your expert opinion? The other thing, I was watching a video yesterday from a really big social media influencer. His name is Prince EA. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a poet, really awesome. He made a great point. He said, pick a side. Don't be on social media and be on the fence. No one wants to hear someone on the fence. Pick a side. What is your opinion? Are they making good decisions at the Fed? Or are they making bad decisions? Is this going to stimulate the economy? Or is it going to put us deeper into a risk? What's your opinion? And you can talk about that. You know, there's going to be people that love to hear that. They want to hear your opinion. So that's what I would say about it. The people who don't like your opinion, dude, get off my page. You know what? They're watching. The haters gotta watch the hate. You're not, you hate on someone you don't like it, but you're watching their content. That's what they say, because I'm gonna smash them. Dude, who does that? So I never done it. The only way you're gonna end that is by doing it. You gotta talk. You have to communicate with your database, with your sphere. And what I will say, these social media platforms are in fact CRMs. So you know, you have a CRM where you manage your database, where you communicate with them. But Facebook is its own platform. You know, Twitter is its own. YouTube is its own. So 2 things: you have to communicate with that platform and with your people, and you have to do it often. You know, do it often. So what am I going to talk about? That's a good one. Ways to go through this. You know, a good way is, like, number 1, current events. That's why I keep bringing up the Fed. This is a big deal, and it's fresh. Like, they met again. They raised another 3/4 of a basis point. They haven't done that in over 20 years. Back-to-back sessions. So they're trying to do something to curb inflation. Will it work? Maybe, may not. I mean, they just printed 80% of the U.S. dollars in circulation right now were printed during the last 2 years. Well, there's inflation. So they printed all this money to stimulate the economy, and now they're like, oh my gosh, there's inflation. No kidding. Like what did you think? Right? But again, current events, these are things that people want to hear about. Interest rates getting rising. And in fact, HER, they do a great weekly activity snapshot. And if you follow my page, follow me on YouTube or on Facebook, I do that update every week because it shows a snapshot. Last week, this is how many listings we got on the market. Compared to the same week, you gotta compare apples to apples. Compared to the same week a year ago, we're up, down, or sideways. And it's great. It's actually, you read that data, but again, you're the reporter, so you report that. And it's self-explanatory. Hey, listings are down. Pending sales are down 30% last week. That's a big deal. Closes are down 17%. Showings are down. And then HAR.com views is the #1 most viewed website. Way bigger than Zillow and Tria in Houston. So if viewings are down, 1.5 million viewings down. That's the store. That's how many people are at the store. We have 1.5 million less people showed up at the store. So that's really great, a current event. And then another thing, like, who are you? If I join your page, I friend you on Facebook. I don't know who you are. Who are you? Talk about like you. There are going to be people who are naturally gravitated to what they're interested in because they're interested in whether it's fishing or golf or you like movies, you like horror movies, and this new one just came out. You checked it out. This is what you thought about it. Like people are going, oh man, I gotta go see that movie now. People are going to be naturally gravitated to what you're interested in. And then that gives me an insight into who you are, and then I start feeling like I know you, and we never met in person. That's the power of social media. Over a short time frame, I feel like I know you. And when we meet, I'm like, man, what's going on? Dude, how are the kids? How are they? It's crazy. But that's what I would say. Talk about what you're interested in. This one was, what if they don't like me?
Yeah. That's what you said.
They can unsubscribe. They can get off my page. I don't care. I'm maxed out on Facebook friends. I'm like at 5,000. So if 10 or 20 leave, I can add 10 or 20 more. I got like a waiting list, like 2,000 people. It's crazy. So I mean, yeah, unsubscribe. That's fine. What if I'm bothering them? What if you're adding value, right? That's what we gotta ask. We're adding value. You are a real estate expert. So you need to add value, and you know the statistics, you know the market data, you know what's going on. And like Prince EA says, pick a side. Are they making good decisions or bad decisions? Where's the market going? What do you think? Doesn't mean you're 100% correct, but what is your opinion? What do you think? Is it a good time to sell? Is it a good time to sell?
Yes.
Yes. You know what? Even though showings are down, now there's less competition. Listings are down. Showings are down, but listings are down. So when there's more listings, I have more competition. Less listings, I have less competition. Homes sell in up markets, down markets, and sideways markets. Homes sell around the year. I had someone tell me the other day that, I don't want to put my house on the market in December because, homes don't sell in the holidays. I was like, you said it. Yeah, I can show you. I've sold homes every single month for the past few years. So these are good. These are good.
Nice.
Keep going. How are you doing, Tom?
We're good.
Top 3 tips. Let's go. Get out of your own way. Get your own worst critic. I've been guilty of it too, right? But when I realized the worst thing that could possibly happen to me is obscurity. Why? Because the best known product will always beat the best product. We've seen this in business time and time again. For years, Microsoft beat a superior product. Apple computer was way better. And they built those computers with the best engineering and but you know what? Microsoft was more widely known around the world, and they crushed Apple for years because the best known product will always be the best product. It doesn't matter if you're the best. The best known will always win. 7% of meaning they're like, you know what, I need to gym. Realtor, I can sell a house. 67% can only remember one. So when you're like, what if I'm boss? I'm thinking like, I need to flood their inbox and their social media with my content so they think of me when that time comes. And then I think there's another like 17% after that can think of 2. That means if you're not the top 2 agents that they can think of, you're out of sight, out of mind. So it's not your money, they don't even know. And so, perfection is a lie. Perfection is the enemy of execution. This is a fact. There's nothing that's perfect. No one is perfect. Only God is perfect, right? So we're never going to be perfect. The video is never going to be perfect. I can do it over and over and over and over, and it's still not perfect. But you know what? If I'm waiting for it to be perfect, I'm never going to get it out there. You know, I don't know if y'all follow Grant Cardone. He says when he wrote his first book, and they said, we got to send it to the editor to get edited, he said, how long is that going to take? It's going to take another 90 days. He said, hell no. I'm putting it out. Let the public edit my book. I don't care. If they're editing my book because I have typos and mistakes, then they're going to promote it even further. They're going to say, Grant Cardone has all these typos in his book. Good. Get it out there. I can't wait 9 days to get my message out there. And that's just brilliant. You know, when I do that, it's like, get the content out. Get it out. You know what? As you keep doing videos, you're going to get better naturally. Take action now. Stop procrastinating. So, this is an interactive event. We're gonna get out our camera right now. We're gonna shoot a quick video. You're gonna tell your people what you're doing right now. What are you doing here? You're learning, you're building your business, you're growing, and you're gonna post it.
Do you want them to see some videos of inspiration?
Yes. And we have sound right now, right? So I went to check out this house yesterday. It's like, I drove all the way to Clear Lake. Yeah. I drove all the way to Clear Lake. You gotta join the audio, right? You know what? Click the right here, down here.
Oh,
Start over. I drove all the way to Clear Lake. I was like, I ain't come here for nothing. I'm doing a video right now.
okay, hold on. Maybe this.
So yeah, this was a luxury room in Clear Lake.
Yes, but for this brand.
I know. Just quick, it was like 30 seconds. Alright, let's go to this one. And then I did this one. I just put together like a bunch of snippets of stuff that I've done. I get all these weird, like, DM it, send a pic. Yeah.
Or your
I'll, So that was just a quick, snippet of, something I was thinking about.
It's different, right? So one would be a house, one would just be pictures put together, one, he loves motivational. But this is something that he likes, right? Not that everyone's gonna wanna do motivational, but he likes doing that, he likes putting the energy out that resonates with him. I think one thing he said, you gotta do things that are gonna resonate with you. If not, this is just gonna be exhausting to you, and you're not gonna do it. But talk about, you like gardening, talk about gardening, and then the next video talk about a house, like you're doing a showing, like you're literally just walking a house, there, but content out of it. Like, how do you purpose everything?
That was far, man. That was far. I was like, I was just advertising on it. Then we were at Grant's real estate summit for my birthday. So I did that video by the pool.
And then I think this one, you can't hear, you can go back, but like top 5 takeaways. Like we were at the event, so we're at the event, we work out away from the business. How do we keep getting in front of people and share what we learned? Like this wasn't his takeaways we got from the event.
This video is 60 seconds long. So I did it on TikTok and then I downloaded it. I use an app called 𝐓𝐾𝐄 that removed the TikTok watermark. 𝐓𝐾𝐄. So I have to shoot 5 different videos. I shot it on TikTok, posted it. I downloaded it from TikTok through 𝐓𝐾𝐄 and removes the watermark. I post Instagram Reels. So the point I'm making on TikTok, I got 60 seconds. So quick, top 5 takeaways. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Dude, I'm not talking for 20 minutes. Don't be boring. All right? Don't be boring. Say that. Say that with me, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Don't be boring. Don't be the one who's like, hi, I'm John Smith with Keller Williams Metropolitan. If you're thinking about buying or selling, I would love you to use me. Man, no one wants to hear that, dude. Who are you? What do you like to do? Be natural. People are going to know that you're with Keller Williams or Remax or whoever. They're going to know you're in real estate. People are going to know what you do. Give a market update. That's valuable information. Or talking like, I was at the event. So I'm like, hey, my top 5 takeaways are this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was great.
This is another one, talk about not looking good on video. I think he's handsome all the time, but he just got done working out. He's like, I got 5 minutes, I gotta get a video in today between his meetings. If he comes home, he does it. Like, he's all sweaty and he's got done working out. And it doesn't matter. He could be in a suit. He's got working out. He could be in a suit. He could be in his workout clothes. I mean, you just gotta be you and resonate. I mean, it's all different times, different events, different places. I love this one. That's a great one.
So be yourself. Don't be boring. That's all I can say about that. And start now. So let's go. Let's get out our phones. We're gonna do a quick video. What's going on? What are you doing? What's your takeaway? Top 2 takeaways. Holler at me later. That's what we're gonna say. This is it. Short and sweet. Let's go. Phones. Pick your medium. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you like.
Do it on here. Show them fast. Do live right now.
So when I turn around, everyone's like, baby Morad, I'm live at the Met. What's up? Y'all having a good time? Yeah, we're doing a social media course learning about explosive growth. Done. That was great. Was it perfect? Was that,
Just now.
I don't know what it's like. Oh,
let's go. let's go. Let's get some music going. We'll get some music going.
Oh, there's the, yeah. Who else do I need to tag?
She's got
Okay, we're gonna tag, so y'all can.
tag, and then you do your video. I know if y'all leave, you ain't gonna do a video. She will. She will. We're gonna do a video. Like, what are your takeaways? And what are you working on today? Just short and sweet. Human attention span is seconds. So if you can't get someone's attention in the first 6 seconds, you're done. Get some music going.
Oh, there we go. Nah. I know you look familiar.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your Insta? What's your Insta?
I got three of them. I don't really. I'm using this all the time. I'm trying to get better at that.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Cool, cool.
What's your Insta? Maybe you go around and do videos with everyone. If you want.
Yeah.
We got a pro over here. She's ready to go. She's already ready to do video.
Most of the time I'm just random. So
What's your
like,
top?
That's great.
Your top thing you learn? You believe that hike the interest rate again? What are your thoughts? Comment below. Let's see. Well, now you know where to go for. I didn't hear.
and I'm learning from Morad. Slow shift, grow, and learn how to expand our businesses on social media and use it to our advantage. So I will definitely return and give you guys some tips.
Yes. That's great. You?
I am. I'm not going. But
Have you
I'm
go
trying
driving?
to be, yeah. I'm trying to get better at going live though.
That's great. I think I'm live more often.
Video. My skill make more videos.
Yes, Fiki, and we're gonna see you next time. I can't wait. That's great. That was great. Thank you.
Andrew, where's yours?
I don't have Insta.
Oh,
It's on
that's
TikTok.
right.
Any questions on
No, not really.
You can kill it.
Done?
Otherwise,